Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Why Everybody Hates Adam Eve's Father by your girl Tunes. Bro, he treated his daughter, even though she's not their actual daughter, she's adopted still. He treated her like she didn't mean nothing. Like she was worthless to him. And everything that she did was wrong. Like this man is a horrible father. And then the mother is even worse because she barely stands up for her daughter. And as a woman, that is your daughter that you actually care for. You should be telling him to shut up and sit down because he's disrespecting your daughter in a house that y'all all live in. Adam hated her parents too, and she was scared to even make peace with them. Her dad, I don't get, bro. If her dad doesn't get any character development, I will hate this guy. I forever, bro.
All guys make mistakes. Don't be a
Excuse me, excuse me, sir. I know darn well you not just call your daughter out her name. Bet, bro, don't ever let me be there, boy. I would have socked you right in your jaw. But it doesn't matter how mad you are at your kids. You don't ever call your kids out their name. Like once you do that, that's stepping over a line where you can never go back from.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Every time I see Eve's dad on my screen, I want to jump through
I
it and
swear.
strangle him. He is honestly hot garbage, straight ass, trash, basura, every
Boss,
language in the world for garbage.
dang,
And I like to mention before I go any further in this
bro.
video,
The thing is, listen to me, bro. I have a tier list of characters I hate, bro. I swear, the person that is at the top of my tier list is freaking bro. I'm so glad I forgot her name, but now I gotta remember it. Amanda Waller, bro. Amanda Waller, bro. Each time I see her on my screen, I want to pull my hair down. Bro, I want to kill her in the most diabolical way in GTA, like I could ever think of, bro. I hate that woman. You put everybody's lives at risk. It doesn't matter if they're heroes or villains, regardless of the fact they still are lives. And some of those villains are actually becoming good people. Like you try, bro. I remember in the Suicide Squad, she tried to kill those people because they wanted to save a foreign country, and she told them, "Leave them people alone, let them die, come back to base." They said, "No, we finna save these people from this alien creature." She said, if you do not come back to HQ, I will blow all your heads up." She was literally about to do it until one of the people that was in there knocked her out. That person got fired and arrested, but she was valid. She didn't care about other people's lives. And the only reason why she does this is because her whole family was murked. I believe her whole family was murked. She acting like she's the only person that's gone through loss. And bro, it blows me so freaking much, bro. It gets on my nerves. Woman, you're not the only person that has lost people, and you're acting like nobody else's life matters. Your life doesn't matter. You should kill yourself now, huh?
I'm not following the comics, but the show only. But people are telling me in a non spoiler way that he is much worse in the comics
There's no
than in the
way.
show. In the world of
There's no way.
Invincible, a show already brimming with violence, betrayal, and questions of morality,
True.
few characters elicit the visceral rage that Eve's parents do.
Oh
Eve's
God,
father,
bro.
Adam, is
I don't
not
even I don't
merely
even hate
harsh,
Cecil
he
like
is
that.
actively cruel. Her mother, on the other hand, is tragically passive.
Yep.
Together, they represent a deeply broken household that Eve, against all odds, chose to rise above. It's
Yep.
laughable that he acts like Eve is some kind of monster when superheroes are a known thing in
Literally.
this universe. His disdain for Eve isn't rooted in logic, it's born from insecurity.
Yep.
He consistently belittles her intelligence, condemns her compassion, and treats her superpowers like a disease. Bro, you live in a world full of superpowered
Better thing, he
individuals,
just
from
hates
alien
superpowers just to
invaders
hate
to
them. Probably because
government
he doesn't
created
have them.
zombies. Your daughter messing around with molecules isn't that strange.
And it's
While he
actually should
does
help you.
care for Eve, his attitude isn't grounded in fear for her safety, it's grounded rooted in the fact that he cannot control her. His rejection of Eve's offer to support the family financially even after losing his job further proves this.
Yeah.
When she literally offers him a golden apple and metaphorical and literal solution to their financial problems, he turns it down.
Why?
Because he believes.
Dude really had a choice between.
But nah, bro, like, I thought about that too. When I saw that, I was like, gang, you're that full of pride that you won't even let your daughter help you support, to financially support a house? Oh, you're scummy.
Between infinite money and hating his daughter, and chose hating on his own kid.
Literally.
Listen, Linda, I get it. You want to be the breadwinner and the sole provider for the family, but
Bro, I kid you not. I kid you not, bro. If it came into this, bro, if Mark Grayson popped into this and he saw everything that was going on, Mark would want to, her father, bro. Bro, all the superheroes that worked with Adam Eve, if they saw any of this, bro, they would want to maul her father, and I don't blame him. I'm 100% down on board with that. He deserves it.
You're falling on hard times. Is either take the damn apple or start a OnlyFans.
And nobody
She's
wants
not
your stuff.
Gifted. She's just weird.
What?
She's just
Don't ever call your kid weird unless
Nothing
you're
but
joking.
a punk. Your daddy's a punk, and your mama's a bitch.
Adam's obsession with Eve living a
Daddy's a punk, and your mama's a bitch.
Adam's obsession with Eve living a normal life doesn't come from a place of love or even concern. Not in the way a healthy parent might worry about their child getting hurt. It feels more like control. Almost as if her uniqueness threatens him. It's really giving the energy like, oh,
Bro,
she can't. As if her uniqueness
I don't know why, but each time I see kids in Invincible, they always remind me of like what was it, Monster Girl, because they literally have the same facial structure.
him. It's really giving the energy like, oh, she can't be more special than me. Just like the Dursleys in Harry Potter, they despise anything magical because it disrupted their worldview and made them feel inadequate. Adam seems to
Also,
hate anything
this also goes with
extraordinary
Matilda.
in
This
Eve,
also
her
happened in
powers,
Matilda
her
with her
intelligence, her
family.
potential, because it reminds him of how ordinary he is. He doesn't want her to shine because her light casts a shadow on his insecurities. If Adam's concern were genuinely rooted in safety, he'd be asking questions about how she's protecting herself or worrying about villains finding out her identity, but instead, it's about her being weird
Oh, that's
or
something
not
else, bro.
normal, which shows that it's not fear for her safety,
bro.
it's discomfort.
How in the world, Adam Eve doesn't wear a mask, so people gonna find out who she is sooner or later, and she's gonna be cooked.
For her power. It feels like he can't stand that his daughter doesn't fit the narrow little box he wants her to live in. And rather than learning to understand her or accept her, he'd rather try to crush the parts of her that make her exceptional. That's not love, that's ego. If Adam is the hammer, then Eve's mother is a soft silence that lets it fall. Her passivity is frustrating, especially because it's clear she loves her daughter. But love without action is neglect. She never defends Eve, never stands up to Adam, never questions the emotional abuse that's happening right in front of her. She embodies the role of the submissive wife who believes that keeping the peace is more important than protecting her child. In doing so, she becomes an enabler of the very abuse that causes Eve to seek solitude in the woods away from her family.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That place was actually cool.
Of her husband's worldview, she's a transmitter of it. Her silence is complicity. I'm telling y'all right here, right now, if Eve was born a boy, it's likely he would have been more accepting. But as a powerful young woman, she represents everything he is not and everything he can't stand. The most glaring moment that peels back the layers of Adam's character is when he tells Eve to forgive Rex for cheating on her.
What?
All guys make mistakes.
Bro, do not let me be in the show, bro. I swear. Bro, that was a mistake that Rex kept doing, not a mistake that he did once. He kept cheating on her. This is not the first time he did it.
Her
Stewie.
father is ridiculously repulsive. Being cheated on by someone you trust and care about hurts on a whole nother level. Like, how do you accidentally
Literally.
slid inside 3 different people? And not to get too
Exactly.
heavy on the topic of cheating, but when someone cheats,
Rex has
what
cheated
they're
like, what,
saying
3
through their
times?
actions is your feelings were important.
And no,
enough
I'm not saying 3 times because he dated. Well, actually, since Rex cheated beforehand, this is 4 times.
to factor into my decision. I knew this would hurt you, but I did it anyway. My desires matter more than your trust.
That's
Cheating
crazy.
is not something that just happens.
Yup.
It involves multiple conscious decisions to engage, to hide, to lie. Each step in that process requires the person to put their own needs above the emotional safety of their
Facts.
partner. That's not a momentary lapse in judgment, it's negligence of someone else's heart.
Yup.
Because love doesn't just mean passion or attraction. It means respect, restraint, and responsibility. So when someone cheats, what they show is that they knew what was at risk. They chose to risk it, and in doing so, they prioritize themselves, not you.
And not from period.
This isn't
That-
love.
oh
This
my
isn't
God.
care. It's selfishness, plain and simple.
Ew, I hate his head. That hair trash.
Listen, while Rex did get better in later seasons,
Yeah.
it'll always be him for cheating on Eve with Duplo.
Dude. And the crazy thing is that this woman literally ended up dating and marrying goddamn Immortal. Like, girl, we thought you were dead. We thought you were actually dead, and the whole time you were sucking on that Immortal nut. Like, are you serious? You need to send a post saying, "Hey guys, I'm alive, I'm safe. Don't worry about me. Focus on your missions. You come back." Bro, that's not a video talking about how she came back and just started being a. Ooh, bro, she ticked me off too because she came back after everybody was dead, and they all happened to see her. And she was like, "Oh, I was fine. I didn't want to come back to this." They all said, "Why do you let us know what was wrong? What happened to you?" She was acting like it didn't matter. Like she was above them. It irritated me.
I'm horny. Come on.
Her father really said, men make mistakes all the time, cheating as well. You need to humble yourself, girl. And proceeds to call his only daughter a
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Saitama too. Saitama will murk this boy. Saitama's always a calm, chill guy, and he always so-called go into serious mode whenever it's like food or whatever. But he respects women, and if he heard this, that one punch is not gonna be the only thing he finna feel. It ain't gonna just be one punch.
fuck you double chin, Peter Griffin, built body, Ozempic, no hair,
Okay,
fat ass cancer.
stop. First off, you didn't need to bring Peter in there. I get Peter's also a kid, but he's not worse than this guy. Don't do that, please.
Tea past my stomach, big back, bitch.
Yeah.
That line alone got me so heated.
I know.
It gives strong indications that Adam may have cheated in the past himself, or at the very least sympathizes with those who have.
That's
People
sad.
don't rush to defend cheaters unless they got something to hide. Adam's
Yep.
comment wasn't just an insensitive fatherly slip-up, it was an exposure of his own worldview.
Yep.
He clearly sees women as needing to humble themselves in the
That-
face of male
Oh
wrongdoing.
wait, that
It's
isn't
less
that like
about
back in the day
forgiveness
when
and
women
more
used to
about
get smacked
submission.
for not making
This is where the
food?
misogyny rears its head. In his mind, men are allowed flaws, women are expected to endure them.
All
Wow.
guys make mistakes.
Flashback.
The Tom and Jerry is hilarious. That is
A
hilarious.
flashback.
Let's include a hospital scene where Eve was heavily injured
Ooh.
during the Invincible War. The way he barges into her hospital room after she's been critically injured and immediately goes into confrontation mode when Mark is incredibly telling. Rather than focusing on his daughter's well-being or even just asking what happened, his first instinct is to assert control, to mark his territory, so to speak. That whole
She's our daughter. And we'd like some privacy with her.
Bro.
She's our daughter.
Bro, Mark, I don't even think Mark.
line
I don't
doesn't
give
feel like
a
a father expressing
Keisha.
concern. It feels like someone trying to remind everyone around him that he still sees Eve as his, as
Yeah.
someone who must answer to
I don't
him
even think,
while
Mark
unconscious in a hospital
responded to
bed.
him.
The way he speaks to Mark doesn't come from a place of fear or love. It comes from pride,
Yep.
from an insecure
Oh, he
man
did.
trying to
He did
reassert
reply.
authority over a
does. He
situation
paid
that
attention.
threatens his fragile sense of self-worth. He's not just reacting to his daughter being hurt, he's reacting to losing control of her, to the reality that she's living a life he doesn't dictate,
Yep.
around people he doesn't choose,
Bro, I
doing
remember
things he
Rex
doesn't
went
approve
butt booty
of.
ball naked.
Adam
That
didn't
was
need to
hilarious.
say anything,
He
but he
said,
chose to go out of his way
"We
to
beat
say
the
something,
villain,
to
my
puff
junk
his
is out,
chest
and
and
I
declare
don't care."
dominance, you know, bouncing on his heel like, yeah, that's my seed. Even in a moment that should have been about grief, concern, and family, is really tone deaf. But if we're gonna be so for real, we all know he was lingering over Eve's hospital bed and was like, I told you so. I
Yeah,
told you this would happen when you play
definitely.
superhero. What makes it hit even harder is how believable it is. There are men in the real world who operate exactly like this, who
Facts,
see
bro.
their
I
daughters
swear.
not as individuals but as extensions of
Or
themselves.
tools.
Their love is conditional on obedience. They want respect without earning it, and any threat to their authority,
touch her.
especially from other men, gets treated as a challenge rather than opportunity
This
for
boy ball
support
with
or
3.
growth. But what truly highlights Adam's failures is when you compare him to a parent like Debbie Grayson.
Yes. W Debbie, bro. Best mom in the
Adam,
series.
Debbie has no powers. Debbie is surrounded by superpowered children. One of them is literally purple. The other one has several variants cause mass destruction, wiping out entire cities. She has faced supervillains attempting to kill her, put in danger by the government, and the
Yep.
psychological trauma of being married to Omni-Man.
I do love your mother,
Get the.
but she's more like a pet.
That's crazy.
That
But,
was
bro, that line broke the internet, dude.
that was pretty fucking rude.
And yet,
Ew.
through all of
I don't know
this,
what show
she
that
has
is.
never abandoned
like
her
it.
children. She never gets upset at them for the pain their powers bring to their lives. Because I don't know, she's a mom. She doesn't shrink away from Oliver, who isn't even her biological son. Instead, she embraces him with the same love and care as if he was born from her own body. Because this is what a mother does. She loves her children unconditionally, even when it hurts. Debbie recognizes that none of her children asked for this. They didn't want power, danger, or the
Nope.
expectations
Well,
placed
Mark
on
wanted
them.
powers.
And so she gives them grace. She supports them. She allows them to stumble without making them feel like failures. She shows up time and time again, no matter how hard it gets. The real punch to the gut is that even Paul, Debbie's new boo thing, has shown more warmth and involvement in these children's lives than Adam ever has. And I know I mentioned over and over again, Adam fearing his daughter's abilities seem to be a core part of his behavior. It's possible that a
Bro
part
got
of
no
him
buns.
is terrified that Eve might one day reject him entirely or even turn on him.
Bro,
Not
he
because
doesn't.
she's shown any
She's down
signs
there
of that.
already
Eve has
has.
always wanted to help, to connect, to do good, but that's not how he sees it. What if one day my superpower godlike daughter decides to attack me and I'm powerless to do anything about it? And since he can't physically control her, he tries to emotionally manipulate and
And
belittle her
that's
instead,
just gonna
to
force
chip
her to go
away
into
at
that.
her confidence before she ever realizes how powerful and independent she truly is. You know, it also doesn't help that Eve takes no efforts to disguise her face. Rather
Literally.
than guiding her, he scolds her and alienates her. It's not I'm scared for you, it's I'm scared of you and I hate I can't control you. What makes it worse is that Eve has never given him a reason to be afraid. She's
Yep.
kind, compassionate, responsible, and genuinely wants to use her powers to help people, including her own family. But Adam doesn't see the person Eve is. He sees the threat she could be if she ever stopped caring what he thought. And that's why his
Facts.
fear twists into cruelty.
Your powers don't make you a hero. They make you dangerous.
No, they don't.
Make you
Oh God, I bet his breath stink.
In the
Breath
end,
hard as
Eve's power
muds.
doesn't just lie in her abilities, it lies in her choice to be better. To still
Like, bro,
love,
you can
give,
say-
and
you can
still
say that about
grow
every
despite
hero.
being raised in a household that tried to clip her wings before she could fly. And as always, don't forget to
Bro.
like, comment, and subscribe to the notification
This
bell so you never miss
she's
an
good
update.
at-
And also,
she's
happy
good at the
Father's Day to
metaphors.
any of the dads out there. And don't worry, the Sasuke and Sakura video is coming out later on this
We're
week.
not doing a Sasuke and Sakura video.
Bye.
Please don't do that. Bro, Sasuke and Sakura had a messed up relationship. They weren't friends, but they were teammates. Sasuke did not like Sakura because she kept. You know what? We're not talking about that right now. But also found out that in the comics, bro, Eve gets thicker She gets some meat on her bones. Hey, Mark gonna have a lot to back up. Hey, W video though. I'm still gonna see. Wait, what's in the comments? True, I ain't gonna cap. That was the video, guys, bro. Like, comment, whatever y'all do. I'll see you in the next one.